Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Home School. I am Sabrina Hawk, assistant teacher of Science National Indian English Version School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am going to take a science class for class 8 student based on chapter 9, and today we will discuss second part of the chapter. Along with the second part, we will discuss first CQ of your exercise. So let us move forward today's topic. Today we will start from lesson 6 to 9. The name of the chapter is electric circuit and current electricity. Chapter 9 lesson 6 to 9 is electric circuit. Just we need a pipeline for the flow of water or a path for our movement. We need a definite necessary electric path for the flow of charges. The complete path for the flow of electricity is called electric circuit. This is the definition of electric circuit. Where the two ends of a voltage source is connected through one or more resistance wires, electric equipment or component to complete a pair for the flow of electrons, as electric circuit is formed. The circuit can be closed or opened by using a key. When the circuit is closed, there is a flow of current. When the circuit is open, there is no flow of current. In ordinary circuits, the electric equipment can be connected in two different ways. There are series of circuits, parallel circuits. That means series circuit and parallel circuits are two types of circuits. First, we will discuss about the series circuit. In a series circuit, the resistance, electric equipment or the component and the connection in such a way that one end of the first is joined to the one end of the second, and the other of the joint one end, the third, and so on. The successive connection made a complete circuits, then we get a series circuit. Look, this is the cell or battery. Here one bulb, another bulb connected in a series, and that's why this connection is known as series circuits. In the figure, resistance 1 and resistance 2 ammeter A and K are the successively connected, and the ammeter is used to measure the current, and it is connected in series with the other component of the circuits. If the ammeter terminal marked as plus and minus, then the negative terminal marked as minus must be connected to the negative terminal of the cell. In this circuit, same current flow in the component of the circuit, but potential drop in each part may be different. Now come to the parallel circuit. If a circuit more than one resistance or electric component are connected in such a way, one end of each of them are connected to one common end to a battery, then other end of all components are connected to the other end of the battery, then such an arrangement form a parallel circuit. In a parallel circuit, different current may be flow through the individual component, but the voltage will be same between the two terminal of each component. Dear students, look here, one bulb, another bulb, this is the common end, and this common end joined to the battery or cell, and that connection is known as the parallel circuit, because here the equipment are joined in parallelly. Now in the figure, resistance R1, R2 and the voltmeter V parallelly connected each other, and this is why a voltmeter is bulb R1 connected in the parallel to a resistance, and the positive terminal of the voltmeter marked as plus must be connected to the positive end of the battery, and otherwise you may spoil the instrument. If you connect two bulbs in series to a battery, would you find the two bulbs to glow in the same way as when one bulb is connected to the battery? When the bulbs are in the series, same connection will flow the both of the bulb, but current will be lower than the case when one bulb is connected. Then that means in the series connection, if we use only one bulb, that time we will get less light. If we on the two bulbs, that time we will get more light. As a result, the intensity of light will less the two bulbs are in the series compared to the case when only one bulb is used. And when the two bulbs are connected to the battery in parallel, each bulb will experience the same voltage as when the bulb is connected to the battery in the series. As a result, the brightness of the bulb will be the same independent of the whether one or two bulbs are connected in parallel. That means in parallel circuits, if we use one bulb, that time we will get that much intensity of light. That same intensity we will get if we join parallelly two bulbs in the parallel circuits. When the bulbs are connected in series, one of the bulb is fused, the circuit will be broken and the other bulb will go off. In this case, two bulbs are connected in parallel, one bulb is fused, the circuit will not be broken and the other bulb will not go off. In this case, if one bulb fused in the series circuits, total circuit will break down. We can't get the light from the second bulb, but if it is parallel circuit, we will get light from the another bulb. This is one beneficial side of the parallel circuits. Thus, parallel connection we can put of any of the bulb without disturbing the other bulb. In the domestic use, it is more convenient use parallel circuits. Now come to next lesson, that is ammeter voltmeter. We just said now in series circuit about ammeter, in parallel circuit about voltmeter. Then ammeter is an electrical instrument. With that apparatus we can directly measure the current in the circuit. This is the work of the ammeter. We can measure the current in the circuit. Ammeter is connected in a series in a circuit in series. That means always we have to connect the ammeter in series. If we connect the ammeter in parallel, that will not give us proper work. In this instrument there is a moving coil, that is galvanometer, and the galvanometer is an instrument by which one can identify and measure the current of in a circuit. This is the definition of galvanometer, and you will know about it in more detail later on. To see the direction of moving coil, the galvanometer, there is a needle or pointer. If you see, this is the picture of ammeter, this part is galvanometer and this is the needle of the galvanometer or pointer of the galvanometer. But the pointer is calibrated in units of ampere, milliampere and microampere, which are marked as positive and negative terminal. Usually the positive end is marked as red and negative end marked as black. The symbol of ammeter is plus, A, then minus. Now come to the voltmeter, the instrument by which the potential difference between 2 points of the circuits can be measured in ampere is called, that will be voltmeter. Dear student, there is printing mistake, and that is the definition of voltmeter. The voltmeter is connected in parallel. Dear students, always ammeter have to be connected in series and voltmeter always connected in parallel between the two points which we want to measure the potential difference. The galvanometer in this instrument, to see its deflection or needle a needle or pointer is connected to it. The pointer moves over a scale which is marked in volts, and the voltmeter is connected in parallel between the 2 points of which voltage difference is to be measured. As the electric cell or the ammeter, there is 2 terminals in the voltmeter, and one of the which positive and other is negative. Usually the positive end marked as red and the negative end marked as black, and the symbol of voltmeter, there will be V. In your book there is printing mistake, that will be V, plus V and minus, that is the symbol of voltmeter. Now come to the fuses. If the current in an instrument that we use in our day-to-day life exceed certain limit, the instrument will spoil. In case the current of the electric circuits of our house flow too high, it can cause even fire. To avoid such accidents, some special arrangements are made. The special arrangement is the use of fuse. Fuse is usually made of thin wires of an alloy of tin or lead, and if a current flow through it beyond a certain limits, it get very hot and melt, and as a result the circuits go off. And this is how, by stopping the current, fuse protects our instrument. The fuse is connected in series in the circuits, like the ammeter fuse also connected in series. Look, this is the fuse, this is the picture of fuse, and this is the thin wire of an alloy of tin and lead. And if it is fuse of 30 ampere, 5 ampere, the current flow above the 5 ampere can't pass through it. That time it get hot and it will be melt. That time, thus the fuse helps to save our electrical instrument. The fuse can be with different current carrying limits. Usually fuses of 5 amperes, 15 amperes, 30 amperes, 60 amperes are used depending on necessity. Dear students, 30 amperes used in the main fuse in our household works. That means in our house the main fuse is of 30 amperes, but for using our fan, light and television, we need 5 amperes fuse. A 10 ampere fuse means no current above 10 amperes can pass through it, because it will then melt and make the circuit off. For different types of instrument, different fuses are used. For electric lamps, fans, television, etc., a 5 ampere fuse is used. The main fuse of our house may be 30 or 60 ampere. Try to understand the matter in more detail. Television may be damaged if current above 5 amperes flow. Now think that will happen if you use 30 amperes fuse for television. It will not serve the purpose. Then what will happen? If when you put the current on the fuse will burn, and that use of fuse greater than the needed will not serve the purpose of avoiding accident. If we use a fuse value lesser than the needed, it will burn too often. Some people use a number of fuse wires when the fuse wires burns. This should not be done, because the value of the fuse then increases. For example, the use of 2 fuses of 10 amperes will make the fuse work as 20 amperes fuse. That means that the number of fuse will be added and it will increase the value of fuse. Now come to effective use of the electricity and to stop wastage. In our country, the demand of electricity is going on increasing. All the plans are being made according to our demand. We are falling to meet the demand. In addition to this, there is additional threats of climate change, and this is created additional pressure on the demand of electricity, and there is an increase of number of offices, houses, shopping centers, and in big buildings there is demands for air condition and elevators. There is also demands for electricity in construction work. To meet challenges, there is need for effort on the part of the government as well as the individual level to make the proper use of electricity and to stop wastage of energy. We can take the following step. First will be the to be cautious about the putting of the light, fan and air condition in houses and offices unless their uses become essential. Next is one, to use fluorescent or energy saving bulb to save electricity. Third one, to avoid the use of electricity for cooking and to use pressure cooker which saves 25% energy. Next one, to not to use air condition unnecessarily. And next point is, in buying refrigerator, one should avoid bigger one than needed. Next one, to produce their own needed electricity in bags factories using their own generators, which will save energy transmission cost. And last one, to take initiatives to use solar energy which is renewable. Now come to the exercise MCQ. First one is, What is the unit of electric current? Coulomb, ampere, volt, ohm. Dear students, the electric current's unit is ampere. Now come to next one. What is the source of alternating current? Battery, generator, battery, DC generator, generator, electric cell. That will be generator. Now come to next one. After reading the following paragraph, answer question 3 and 4. There are two bulbs and a fan which are connected in the study room of Meena. One on the other hand, their dining room, two tube lights, a fan, a electric kettle are connected in the to the circuit. First one, fuse of which ampere value use study room? Dear student, in study room, two bulbs and a fan connected, and bulbs and fan need 5 amperes current flow. Then we have to use 5 ampere fuse for the study room. Now come to next one. If a fuse of 5 ampere is used in dining room of Meena's family, then first one, there will be savings of electricity. That is incorrect. Then there will be accident occurring quite often. Yes, it is correct, because the electric kettle need more electricity. It 5 amperes fuse is not suitable for electric kettle. Now fuse will melt the moment the switch will be made on. That these two information is correct. So the answer will be C. Now come to first creative question of the chapter. Mr. Hawk connected two 60-watt bulbs in office room but connected a fan and a television in parallel. What is flow of current? Second one, what is meant by 5 ampere fuse? Third one, draw a parallel circuit with the instrument of Mr. Hawk. And last one, which one of the two circuits is more convenient? Give your opinion after comparative discussion. Dear students, the answer of the A is a flow of electricity through a conductor is called the flow of current. Question answer B is a 5 ampere fuse means no current above 5 amperes can pass through it, because it will then melt and make the circuit off. And there we have to draw parallel circuits with the instrument of Mr. Hawk uses in the office. And there Mr. Hawk used 60-watt two bulbs, that 60-watt two bulbs and a fan and a television, and there is the connection of cell or battery, and that is the source of all this. And like this way you have to draw these parallel circuits, and this will be your homework. You have to draw these parallel circuits as in the STEM given the information, and I show how you will draw it. Now come to question answer of D. The circuit in which circuit has been completed by connecting two bulbs one after another with the electric cell is called series connection. On the other hand, the circuit which has been completed by joining two ends of the two bulbs together at one point and the other two ends together at the another point is called parallel connection. In the series connection, if anything is damaged, electricity is stopped throughout the entire series. Dear students, there will be a T. But in the case of parallel connection, in spite of damaging anything the circuit, for example, two bulbs are connected in the series connection. If any bulb is fused, the another bulb is also be extinguished. But in parallel connection, one bulb will be continue to glow though another bulb is extinguished for any reason. So from the aforesaid discussion, it can be said that a parallel circuit is more convenient. And dear students, in your book there is written so nicely this question answer. You can follow your book page number 97, and you can write by yourself by following your textbook this question answer of D. Dear students, this is your homework number 21. You have to write CQ1C as your homework. That means you have to draw the parallel circuits of the instrument which Mr. Hawk uses, and I show in the figure of question answer C. Dear students, I have finished my today's topic. Hope you have understood. This chapter is new to you. Most of the topic, most of the lesson are new to you. So read the chapter again and again and do your SW. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.